This is PBCTV, your channel for county programs and services. Join us as we celebrate improvements to communities throughout Palm Beach County, including groundbreakings, ribbon cuttings, new services, dedications, and more. This is PBCTV Presents.
So let's get this thing kicked off with some of our featured speakers, and we'll start with Joseph Abruzzo, County Administrator for Palm Beach County. It's gonna push up on you a little bit.
Good afternoon. You know, I was here in Riviera Beach just a few weeks ago, and I said to the mayor and council, to Jonathan, I have been to more groundbreakings and incredible events in Riviera Beach than any other municipality since I became your county administrator about 10 weeks ago. And I will tell you, I know with your local leadership, you're going to keep it coming. And Jonathan, Mayor, I've actually invoked your name when I've been speaking to other municipalities. I've been like, you got to step it up. You got to step it up big time, because Riviera is on top right now. So it is such a pleasure for, once again, another incredible project. And quite frankly, this wouldn't have been happening without your local leadership and obviously the city, but without your incredible, always Senator, but Commissioner Bobby Powell. Let's give it up for Bobby. I'll get into the numbers in a minute, what Bobby and the board did, but what's really fantastic about this particular project, 28 townhomes, but I love, and I know you all love as well, that it's ownership. And it's for first-time home buyers. So when those keys get dropped in a family's hand or an individual's hand, many of you know what that's one of the best feelings in life, your first home. People are going to be raising their families here, sending their kids off to school here, or maybe just doing their work throughout our community, and that's going to impact so many people's lives, and we're at the very start of it right here, and what a monumental day. So I did want to say that because of our great county commission, this project through the Home Investment Partnership Program and Community Housing Development Organization Fund, the RBCDC, is making this development possible with a $1,494,786. So again, let's hear it for the Board of County Commissioners. This investment emphasizes our shared commitment to create stable, attainable housing for first-time home buyers. Neighbors will benefit from a 30-year affordability period, creating stability for families, and obviously, as I mentioned, to build a bright future. We are laying the foundation for opportunity, growth, and pride in Riviera Beach. When we work together, we change lives for our neighbors, and I just don't want to belabor the point any further than just saying thank you all for what you did. I did have to briefly recognize, I don't think Jonathan Brown is here, but his team, Carlos. I also see Dr. Green here from the county. Thank you to the county staff, all of you that work so hard, collaborating with the city and other government partners and private developers to make this possible. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
We do want to bring up a man who's already been mentioned for the great things he's been able to do here in the community and in the county, and that is Commissioner Bobby Powell, the County Commissioner here in Palm Beach County.
We're right there. Yeah, step up. Good afternoon, everybody. Bobby Powell Jr., representing Palm Beach County. Glad to be back home in the city of Riviera Beach. I'm here for a short time and a good time, not a long time. So I want to thank Administrator Abruzzo. I'm thankful for my staff member, Mr. Malcolm Summons, who is also a graduate of the Florida A&M University. And a native of Riviera Beach. Shouts out to Mayor Lawson, City Manager Jonathan Evans, our commission. I see my good friend Priscilla Penier. I'm glad, at these things I sit in front of Priscilla so nobody can see her. So our school board member Edwin Ferguson. Administrator Abruzzo, thank you once again. You are, as they say, killing the game in terms of making sure you know where we are and putting us in places, and Riviera Beach is continuing to lead the charge. Also, good to see you, Mr. Merzius. I was with you all a little bit earlier today. It is indeed, like I said, a pleasure to be here. We are live. I'm so proud. Homeownership is the pathway to wealth. Ms. Jenkins, you know we've had these conversations. People have been suffering. People have been stagnant because they have seen and they've been priced out of paradise when it comes here to Palm Beach County. And Riviera Beach is making the difference. For too long, access to affordable housing and affordable quality housing has been one of the greatest challenges facing working families here. This new development, of course, will create opportunities with 28 beautiful, energy-efficient townhomes that will give first-time home buyers the chance to put down roots right here in the beautiful city of Riviera Beach. 10 of these homes, 10, will be at 80% of the area median income. And of those 28, just know that 11 units will be 2 bedrooms with 2.5 or 2 bathrooms. And then the remainder, 17, will be 3 bedroom units with 2.5 or 2 bathrooms. With this being completed, it will be within a few walking blocks to Wells Recreation Center and what will be the new state-of-the-art Wells Recreation Center, and a new state-of-the-art Riviera Beach High School, school board member Fred Ferguson, with playing fields and revitalized sports fields for football, soccer, softball, and you'll have a community where people will be able to walk to a lot of the new activities that are here. I am very familiar with this area. As a matter of fact, I used to get my hair cut right over here, not too far from here, in this same area. So I do want to extend my appreciation to Riviera Beach's Community Development Corporation, the Riviera Beach, what is the RBCDC, the Palm Beach County Department of Housing and Economic Development. I saw my friends from All Site Construction earlier. All Site, where you at? And everyone who is involved in this amazing development. Together, we are changing lives. And y'all know what else I want to remind you of? A life of service is indeed a life that counts. Thank you, Theo. And go Rattlers.
Coming to the stage next, hopefully I don't have to call him 3 times, is your mayor of this city, Douglas Lawson.
But first thing, really, how about Riviera Beach? That's what we need to celebrate because, as my county administrator said, this is multiple times that he's been in this great city for ribbon cuttings, groundbreakings, and to celebrate the greatness that Riviera Beach has been. But we talked about this morning collaboration, so I have to invite my commissioners, council members up to join with me because this isn't my accomplishment. This isn't just the individual board, it's the entire council. And I want them to start with leading a few words first.
Well, first, I'm Glenn Spiritus, Councilman, District 4. And I have a little history with this site. I go back to when I was on the CDC board. I guess that was about 7 years ago. And I remember Anita set up a bus tour. And that was the first time, by the way, that I met our police chief, Coleman. He was working for Delray Beach at the time, and we happened to be sitting next to each other on the bus, and we pulled up here. I never thought that I'd end up sitting next to the police chief for Riviera Beach in the future, but it was pretty interesting. But Anita talked about this site and all the problems that this site had. We had county tax liens. There were a lot of issues that had to be overcome. So it took almost 7 years, but good things are worth waiting for. I mean, this is fantastic that we're actually sitting here now. We're going to have a groundbreaking ceremony. The city of Riviera Beach, my guess, within the next 5 years, will probably have anywhere from 300 to 500 units of affordable housing built. And not many communities in Palm Beach County or even Florida could say that they were able to do that. So thank you to the county administrator. Thank you so much for your assistance. Bobby Powell, our state senator, and our county commissioner has been great all the way through. The city manager has been working great. Jadelle, thank you for making these things happen. It's very, very important. And Anita, we can't forget you and your CDC board. You've all done so much, and it's so hard. I know how hard it is to make these things actually happen, and you really did a great, great job. And to the previous city councils, by the way, thank you for all your work and believing and having the vision for this type of program. Many communities don't want to see affordable housing, but we want to see it here, and it doesn't make a difference what side of the bridge you're on. We want to make sure that we provide affordable housing for all our people. But please, don't give up on just affordable housing and workforce housing. I said this before, transitional housing is very important. We have people that need transitional housing, homeless shelters. We have to go into those areas as well. But thank you all for being here, and congratulations to everybody who participated in the project. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm councilperson for Sella Davis Penier, and I love these gentlemen because they summed everything up. I'm so excited for the opportunities for our residents of Riviera Beach. They deserve the best, and I'm so glad that we have organizations and the county supporting us in our efforts to be able to provide affordable housing for our residents. So I'll just leave you with this. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change is gonna come. Oh, yes, it is.
The understanding and the belief of collaboration showcases the excellence that we have. Our chairwoman, Ms. Shirley Lanier, is not here, Ms. Kashama Miller-Anderson and Councilman Bruce Guyton, but they send greetings because they were part of this mission and part of this initiative to bring this housing project to our community. We all just actually left being awarded and honored out in Las Vegas. The city of Riviera Beach was honored with an Inclusive Design Build Award for one of the only municipal governments to be honored on that level, on that stage, on a national level here in Riviera Beach. So that award understands inclusion in development. Inclusive development meaning that 47% SBEs, small businesses, minority and women businesses, 37% were of black-owned minority businesses to develop our fire station, which was a $20 million investment. That means we're using inclusion from our community and developing with our community. So when we talk about collaboration, that means we're building from within, using businesses from within to develop from within and make sure that we can elevate the community together. This project represents that. We have a local contractor, because of our CDC, our CRA board, and this board of commissioners determined that we were going to use local, minority, women businesses to develop. So give a big round of applause to All Site Construction, who will be building these townhouses. All of our development partners that have established this growth in Riviera Beach and set the precedents. We're raising the bar. We're standing in front of you because we're going to continue to elevate the brand and the image of Riviera Beach. But without Ms. Anita Jenkins, our CDC representative, without our CRA director, Jadelle Mercius, and our city manager, we wouldn't be able to accomplish this. But this is actually for the people. This is for our residents, because affordable workforce housing is priority, but home ownership is how we build wealth, equity, and growth in our community. Directly across from the brand new high school, thank you to our school board member, Ferguson, who actually championed that, and we're gonna have a brand new high school across the street. That's a $285 million investment into Riviera Beach. So give it up for that as well. So families will have ownership, will have a piece of the pie, and be able to walk across the street instead of busing our kids an hour and a half to get to their high school. Those are the things that we're gonna cherish and that we're gonna celebrate when we talk about Riviera Beach. So all the noise that they've said about Riviera Beach, that's behind us. Riviera Beach has elevated its brand and its image, and I'm honored to serve as your mayor, alongside my council members, my councilwomen, and to continue to serve this community at the brightest that it's been. So thank you to everyone that came out. Thank you to our partners, and on behalf of this great city, welcome, and get a piece of this pie. We're gonna enjoy it. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you. And moving us forward here, we bring up to the stage the city manager, Jonathan Evans, share some remarks.
Well, good afternoon. How's everyone doing? Great. We can do a lot better than that. Good afternoon. How's everyone doing? Great. All right, great. So I'm Jonathan Evans, city manager, and I'm so excited about this project and what this project's going to do for our community. As a point of personal privilege, I just want to recognize and acknowledge, do we have any veterans that are here in the crowd? If we can have our veterans stand up, I just want to take this opportunity to recognize those that have taken an oath to protect our country and their commitment to service. So as we talk about this project and what this project's going to do, I want to speak specifically on the folks that are going to be in this community. The folks that this is their first opportunity at the American dream. That they'll have an opportunity to open up the doors of a brand new unit no one else has ever lived in there. Their slice of the American dream. Someone in this particular development will have a child that will be attending school in close proximity here. Someone will be working at the City Hall campus. A situation where you're going to have almost $500 million worth of investment that will be in a stone's throw from this particular site. So we're standing here on very fertile ground here in the city of Riviera Beach. And those of you that have come to know our community and those of you that have lived in our community understand the opportunities that are in our community. And when we went and changed our logo and changed our brand, we wanted to make sure people saw what was beneath the surface. And you're clearly seeing that the investments that past generations have made to fertile the soil, to seed, to start to grow. And that's a testament to the leadership from the elected body, the partnership with the county, Ms. Jenkins and her team, seeing the value in this particular property when others may have driven past it, to say instead of making an investment on creating an opportunity where people that could have gone market rate, could have done condos, but this is an opportunity to give access to the American dream. And so I'm so proud of the project and what this investment will make and what this particular project will do for our community. But I want to thank you all for being in here and believing in Riviera Beach and what the next iteration of Riviera Beach is. And so I'm glad to also see a lot of you with sunglasses because the future for Riviera Beach is extremely bright. So you're going to need to keep those groundbreakings. And I will tell you that this is one of 3 projects in the city of Riviera Beach currently under construction for workforce and affordable housing. That's not folks that are working service jobs. That's your teachers, your police officers, your city employees, your county employees. Those are the quintessential middle class, and we know as we grow the middle class, our country continues to grow. So the impact and the investment that you all are making by making investments in this community is going to pay dividends. And I also, Ms. Jenkins told me that there's some lending institutions that are present that are interested in some opportunities. Well, I will tell you, the city of Riviera Beach and Palm Beach County and all our partners stand ready, willing, and able to make a difference in providing access to workforce and affordable housing in our community. Thank you.
Moving forward in this, we have actually a former FAU football star and also somebody that means a lot to the community. He's the executive director of the RBCRA, Jadell Mercy.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. We're starting to get familiar with each other, huh? There's a lot of groundbreakers everybody's saying. So first and foremost, thank you to everybody here. Thank you to our Riviera Beach CDC members, of course. You guys are, of course, our cousins within the CRA. We always talk about whether or not a project is a city, CRA, CDC project. That always is the first thing that people come to mind. And in the back of my mind, I almost like, don't matter. Don't matter. It's for everybody. It's for everybody in Riviera Beach. It's for everybody in the city. Everybody profits off of these projects. Everybody that takes a look at Riviera Beach and leaves for 5 years at a time and comes back and sees a new building and a new construction and a new development coming up to the ground, they profit off of it. And they see the beautiful that's within. They see the beauty underneath the surface. They see everything that Riviera Beach has to offer. I'm so proud of this community. I'm so proud of the bounds that we have made in such a short time. They say it took a long time, Ms. Jenkins, but I don't think so, because the way you work, the way you're efficient, I've seen a beautiful project right before my eyes go from a concept to now groundbreaking. I've seen a project in Villa La'ans go from a concept to groundbreaking. I've seen 7 and 8 from a concept on a sheet of paper to groundbreaking. I've been able to go ahead and have fellowship with individuals like Ezra Saffold. I've been able to talk to our commissioners on an everyday basis and share their vision. I've been able to talk to community members And I preface that and I say, this is for everybody. This is just not a CRA standstill. This is not a CDC stand. This is for everybody. And I'm proud of this community. I'm proud of the people that I work with on an everyday basis. I'm proud of you all. Thank you for taking the time to come here to celebrate with us, to gather with us, and to talk about what's about to happen, the beauty that's within the surface. Thank you, and I appreciate you. Riviera Beach is the best. Appreciate you.
We as we move forward in the program here, I would like to welcome to the stage the Chief Operating Officer of BBIF, Dwayne Lewis. Dwayne Lewis in the house.
Good afternoon, everyone. What a beautiful day to make history together. Before I start, I'd like to recognize the lovely lady on my right, the person who helped make this whole thing possible for us to participate in, Miss Merlandi Simeon.
Hello guys, again my name is Merlandi Simeon, but I do go by Landy. I am the South Florida Regional Director for BBIF Capital. Had an initial conversation with Jonathan and Augustus, and I kept calling because I knew how important projects like this is for communities like this, for people that look like me, that come from where I come from. So I'm extremely happy that we got it done. Took us some time, but we got it done. So I'm extremely excited to see what lays in the future, and what's to come. So again, thank you guys. It's Anita Jenkins, amazing work. Your work in the community, the people that hasn't even seen you, and I speak about you, they speak phenomenal things about you. So the things that you're doing in our community is amazing, and we thank you for it.
So on behalf of BBIF Capital, we are honored to stand here with you as we break ground on the Villas of Solana project, a project that represents hope, progress, and possibility for this incredible community. Today isn't just about construction, it's about collaboration. It's about what happens when vision meets purpose. So let's give thanks to the developers, the city leaders, the community partners who made this dream real. Because this is what partnership looks like. This is what happens when we believe in each other and invest in our own neighborhoods. In a few months, this very ground will hold beautiful homes, homes where families will grow, children will play, and community will thrive. Again, we thank you for trusting us to be your capital partner on this journey, and let's continue to build not just homes, but hope. Thank you.
Appreciate you. And we have a quick audible on the programming. It's not listed here, but I would like to ask if the neighborhood lending, let me make sure I get this right. The neighborhood lending partners has a representation here that could come and speak.
Hello, good afternoon. My name's Kevin Fitzgerald. I'm from Neighborhood Lending Partners. We are a nonprofit, mission-oriented community development financial institution, and we are very proud to be part of this property today. Very exciting to see all these people show up for this. It really takes a whole village of people to put together a property like this, and everybody should be proud that we've come to this point. And in our business, the most important thing is the people, the residents. And so the great part is soon there'll be people living here, living out wonderful lives here in Riviera Beach, and we're really proud to be part of it. So thank you.
Coming to the stage next is Augustus Moy with Atlas Peril.
Good afternoon, all. My name is Augustus Moy, and to my right is my partner, Jonathan. We're partners at Atlas Pearl Investments. So I want to say today that we're very energized and humbled by what's happened here. Anita's really worked very hard on this, and RBCDC has really fought this fight for a very long time before we ever got involved. So when we got involved 3 years ago, didn't know exactly what we were getting into, but every mistake, every mishap, every failure caused us to be more creative, get better at this process, and now I think we really understand it. So to Anita, I'd like to recognize her unwavering attempt at making this happen that has ultimately become this groundbreaking. So thank you very much, Anita, and the best is really yet to come. But just finally, I'd love to recognize everyone that was able to participate here. So we have BBIF, NLP, everybody at Palm Beach County, of course, Ezra on all site, and we have Zapic Associates. Larry's back there somewhere. So love to thank all you guys for your support and making this happen. Thank you.
Coming up next, chairperson with the RBCDC, Daryl Leonard. Like security guard with them shades on. Got nervous.
Good afternoon. I'm excited. How about you guys? All right. Say this with me. Collaboration. 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 As you see here, all these speakers who have gotten up, we've all collaborated together, along with the county, the city, as well as the community, to put this project together. At this time, I would like for all the members of the CDC to please stand. Please stand. I want everybody to see who is working diligently with Ms. Jenkins to make this happen. All my CDC people, please stand. There's vast years of experience with this group right here, and I really appreciate you guys. They keep me in check, they make sure that we do things right, and we keep things going. Now, we have staff that work with us from time to time. One of our staff members is not here, that's Minoka Nugent. She has done a fabulous job keeping this project going along. All right? And now, everybody, help me welcome the one and only Miss Anita Jenkins. Please give her a round of applause. We love you, Ms. Jenkins. We love this community. I'm homegrown, so I can talk that way. So thank you for coming out. We hope you enjoy yourself. And once again, God bless the city of Riviera Beach. All right.
Moving forward in the programs here, as we get closer and closer to breaking some ground, we have Ezra Saffold, president of All Site Construction Incorporated.
Good afternoon, everybody. So for those who were at the last groundbreaking, I made the weather better for us because it was hot. All right. So I'm Ezra Salfo, owner of All Site Construction, and I would not be remiss if I wouldn't acknowledge my team. Without them, we would not be here today. From pre-con to putting the work plan in place to start demoing tomorrow. I didn't tell you that yet. Yeah, I wanted to treat you to that. But I have to acknowledge my team in the back. Guys, raise your hand. They've been working really hard to make this thing work out just how it needs to make sure this thing come to life. So, a couple of things, some facts. Currently, Riviera Beach is 60+% investor owned. A while back, I realized when my son was in college that kids went off and could not afford to return home. And that really hit me. And that's when I dedicated myself to getting on the front lines to provide affordable housing in any way that I could. So today, I'm blessed with the opportunity that Ms. Jenkins has given me here. The city of Riviera Beach has always been my biggest favorite client, CRA. I'm home. And I'm just glad to be able to be building here home. Thank you.
This of course, going to be the home, the ground for many people who are going to be blessed for what we're doing here today. This is just day one, the groundbreaking, and we couldn't be here. We all know it, and we've heard her name time after time without the work, the mission, the purpose, the drive of none other than Anita Jenkins. So if you can come on up to the stage and address your people, the queen needs to speak.
How amazing is this? I usually would have some notes, but my pastor is sitting there, and that is my esteemed pastor from my church. He says, "Be ye always ready." So I could talk about housing, but today I just want to acknowledge all of the work, all of the people, all of the assistance and help, and just smart minds that helped us to get here. So just give me a quick minute, and I promise that I won't be too long. I just think it's so important to just call people's names so you know about what they've done, because a lot of times people behind the scenes, you never hear their names, you never see their faces. We put together the money over a few years, and we didn't have a mortgage on it, and that was pretty difficult, but we made it happen. So thank you to those various foundations that came to the table, including the Community Foundation of Palm Beach and Martin County. So thank you for your investment. And our early development partners who never wavered, Zabik and Associates, Larry Zabik and his team, oh my goodness. And I kept saying, "Larry, don't I need to pay you something right now?" Or whatever. He say, we'll get paid down the road. So thank you, Larry, for all of your work and the various iterations of this project. I want to acknowledge our architect. I don't think I saw him here. A young architect who is so talented, Danny Diaz. Oh, there he is back there. Hi, Danny. With D&Q Studios. If you're looking for some young, very creative talent, check out Danny and his work. But he's been with us from the beginning, so it will be his design there. Other partners that have been with us from the beginning, helping to put pieces together. Jonathan Brown is not here from Palm Beach County, Mr. Abruzzo. He's sick. He sent me a text, so we're like, yeah, stay home. Don't come and get us sick. But his team is here, so Carlos and Fanny and Jeff and that whole team and the county attorney that works with housing and community development, we really appreciate your help. And Jonathan got a little nervous there. He's like, "Anita, is this thing gonna close soon? Or, we gotta spend this money." And I'm like, "Jonathan, can't you find me some more money? We need a little bit more." And they did. We had to apply for it competitively, but we were able to realize that. But the county has been a partner at the table from the beginning. They've been a partner, so we appreciate it so much. So keep doing that. Keep working with nonprofits and collaborations like this. It is so needed. And we need more money. I said that to you a few weeks ago. We need more money. That would be very helpful. And you need a quicker, more expedited process, Mr. Abruzzo. I'm trying to be honest here. When else can we get all of you in one place that we could talk about these issues?
Ms. Jacobs, if I may say, first of all, you, for Jonathan, you're far better than a doctor.
But yes, he would have been here, but he sent his team. He said the county would be well represented. So thank you, Dr. Green, and just all of you and the whole HCD staff. We appreciate it. And then in terms of looking at our attorney there, Mr. Ferguson is a school board member, but he's also an attorney in private practice, so he provides assistance to the CDC. But our attorney, who I think after this project, I think he's probably going to retire, because this really tried all of us quite a bit. But thank you, Michael Haygood, for the extraordinary work and creativity and just driving this so much. We also have a partner, a nonprofit partner, that will be working with us on this project in Villa La'ans. Shirley Arazo with the Delray Housing Group will be providing property management services. This project will have an HOA, and we're just committed to making sure that the quality is there long term for this project and for the homeowners who will be here. It took quite a bit of creativity. These two gentlemen taught me the importance. You know, when people say you come with your plan A, and if that fails, you go to plan B, and maybe to plan C. These two gentlemen taught me the importance of when plan A does not work, you go and you get another plan A. Seriously, that's the only way to attack and approach these projects. So to Augustus, who caught a red eye, is it a red eye or early morning flight out of New York to be here this morning, and Jonathan, who missed one train, but he made it out of Orlando from Atlas Pearl. These are two hard-working gentlemen, and I could not ask for better financial advisors. I took some vacation in Iceland a year or so ago, so my phone rings, and the time difference or whatever, they were like, well, we have this issue, we got to do this. We worked from Iceland, I'm in Iceland and they're in New York or whatever, to work it through, and we did that time and time and time again, because it's difficult, lenders and county and CDC board members and city, in putting these deals together, especially for home ownership. It's very hard to find the financing for home ownership, but we stayed at it. So we brought our plan A to the table and we made it happen. So thank you for that. And I think I see Scott Evans back there. He was here. I want to call his name, from Development Services, because he was the CRA director who supported the CDC in moving forward. I want to just give acknowledgement to Mr. Mercius and the CRA team, to Manoka in her absence, to Hazy, to Francisco, to Tanya, to Nehemiah, to Geraldine, to all of the CRA members who just stepped up to help us make this groundbreaking a success, and for just continuing to support the CDC. I want to give a special acknowledgement. They've been up here to BBIF and NLP. These are two nonprofit intermediaries who brought capital at risk to the table to our community to make this happen. And explaining the project, they were like, could you tell us how this is supposed to work again? And they got it, and they financed the project. And just so you know, we have closed on this already, so the financing is in place. We closed a few weeks ago. We appreciate it. And I think lastly, I want to thank in advance Ezra. He is our contractor on Villa La'ans, and he came out of the gate just gangbusters. If you go see that project after 4 weeks, 6 weeks, the work that's done here, and he said they're going to start here tomorrow. He's going to start tomorrow. So watch what happens on this particular project. So thank you to all of you who came out to celebrate. Okay. To come out and celebrate. Thank you to the ambassadors. Thank you, Jamel, for all the work that you've done. Thank you to our guitarist who was here. To our vendors, use those local vendors who are here. And thank you to the city of Riviera Beach. Mr. Evans has pledged, and I'm reminding you, he has pledged the down payment assistance. Mayor, and the mayor has pledged, we're coming forward, so just stay tuned, but we're coming forward with a special employee and school teacher and police officer initiative where we're going to bring some super subsidy to the table. Did the county administrator leave? So we need a better process for your down payment assistance. We're bringing extra dollars from the city of Riviera Beach to make homeownership possible, because you don't have other, pay attention, Mr. Brusso, you don't have other communities coming out of the ground with home ownership, and we need your partnership. So look forward to what will happen here, and just remember that we have homes to sell. With our 3 projects that we have in motion right now, that will be 100 homes, 100 new families in our community. So thank you all. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Thank you for your support. I did mention David Brandt with the Housing Finance Agency. If I explained to you all how the financing works on this, your heads would explode. But thank you, David, for coming to the table to help fill a gap that we have. And we are on the move. We're on the move, so just watch us. We're now going to go and break ground on this project. Go ahead.
Hold on, 1 second, 1 second. What I need to say is 2 words: local participation. We have a table in the back for anyone who has members of their team or know anyone that wants to participate. We're prepared to break out packages, ask our subs to help out. Currently, we've attained 50% participation on other projects. So if you know anybody, our table's in the back. Thank you.
If all of the partners could go over to the left, we're going to turn some dirt.
Thank you for watching PBCTV Presents. For more information on county programs and services, please visit pbc.gov. This has been a presentation of your Palm Beach County Board of County Commissioners.